All right, we are live. Let's see how long it takes folks to jump in here. Got one person in. Don't know who it is. Hello. What's up, Monty? How are you? Jane, how are you, dear? What's up, Mike? Catherine? Rose, Lake Superior. Started a little early. Just wanted to see how long. Wendy, Marge, Chris, how are you? Jesse, Jedediah, Troy. I'm doing well, Monty. Hey, Kelly. What's up, Kevin, Greg, Kelly, Vicky, Daffy Daggers? That's a cool name. What's up, Randall Kennedy? How are you? Andy Davis back in the house with us. Sonia, RC. Jane's here. What's up, NA? How are you? I hear you, brother. I've been waiting for this all week myself. Daryl, Shelly, Sharon, Mark. Suji. Hey, Jody, welcome to the channel, or welcome to the live. Glad you made it. Turtle Man. Yeah, Mouse Man. All the other. Hey, Todd, how are you, brother? Don Combs. I guess so, Lake Superior. How was Glens Falls? Quiet. What's up, Jeff? Hey, Rafe, how are you? Roger. California, how are you, my friend? I don't know where Cadence is, brother. He'll be coming. He's always late to the party. I got your Bigfoot encounter. I'm going to narrate it this week. Hey, Joe, how are you? Slipping in local pizza review every once in a while. A local pizza review. NA, are you local? Southern Charmer, how are you? Les Pool. Limestone capital of the world. Where is the limestone capital of the world? I know I've heard about it. Black Eyed Kids are 100% real, Mega. 100% real. Long Island. All right. No, I have not, Jane. I have not. Absolutely, Jedediah. Absolutely. Virginia is a hot spot. I was actually talking to DJ today. I hate using the term now because some chode took it from me. But boots on the ground. Yeah, Lake George. Capri Pizza then, NA. Capri Pizza. Did you hit Capri while you were in LG? That's like a hop, skip, and a jump away from my house. I actually go and get Capri every once in a while. My daughter wants their Bianca, which the greatest Bianca pizza around in upstate. What's up, Quinn? How are you? Anyway, talking to DJ today from Tazewell, Buchanan. He's doing well. Haven't talked to him in a very long time. Your birthday gift will be on its way soon. Oh man, I appreciate that, Jeff. I really do. You know what's awesome? I just realized this. My birthday is going to be on a live stream in 2 weeks. I can't believe it. So I get to spend my birthday evening with my best friends. How fucking awesome is that? Katina, I imagine there would be some experiences in Raleigh. I can't think of any off the top of my head though. Quinn, I'm going to be 47 years old. And I feel every friggin' minute of it and second of it. Let me know how to. Jedediah, just send me an email. If you need my email address, I'll put it in the comment section, but it's in the description of every video. 9/18. Oh, happy early birthday, Jody. That's my cousin's birthday, actually. My mom's brother, my dad's old best friend. Ice Age, I made you a country theme song. That's awesome. I can't email it to me, would you? His birthday's on the 18th. Thank you, Katina. I appreciate that. 47 years young. September 16th, the same birthday, California. That's my birthday too. We're gonna spend the night together because it's Saturday. Straight out. No kidding. At least you're taking a break now. What's up, Poor Angel? How are you? Wait until you're in the 70s. If I make it that long. California is going to be 49. Nice. I'm glad that I get to share my birthday with you in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to it. Just wait until you turn 65. Everything goes to hell. September is if you really think about it, September is probably one of the most months with birthdays in it, because 9 months prior was January and it's cold and there's nothing else to do but screw. So, I mean, that's, you know what I mean? I'm just teasing. Quinn, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what's up with the Michigan dude. He's got he hit a bunch of YouTubers with a copyright strike. Anyone who was sharing his video, even people that were sharing his TikTok stuff, his TikTok information. And anytime I did, it was in the description below. So I kind of backed off because like 3 months ago or 2 months ago on a Sunday morning, I woke up with like 150 copyright strikes. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I was deleting and editing for the entire day. My head hurt. It was insane. Yes, Katina, I've had my own Dogman experience. It was in upstate New York in the Adirondacks where I live. Actually, I shared it this week in an upload. Randy, how are you? Karen, how are you? Joni Peters, what's up? Wendy, happy Labor Day to you all. Is Caden, what's going on? Beware the hatchet man. Moose McGirt, how are you? I don't check other channels, Moose. I don't watch other. JD Detailing, how are you? JD, I got your email, brother, but there was nothing in your email. It was just an empty email. Okay, I emailed Victor. I'm going to be upfront and honest with y'all. Victor called me. When's the last time I mowed my lawn? 3 weeks ago. That's not the last time I mowed my lawn. I mowed my lawn this week, but prior to that, I was mowing my lawn and I had my little earpod, whatever the fuck they are, in my ears, and mowing my lawn. I was listening to Joe Rogan and the Python guy interview, actually, and got a call. Victor's like, yo, not yo. I just saw Cadence, ho ho. And Truth Quest, exactly right, my friend, exactly right. So I said, hey, I texted him, hey, mowing my lawn. I'll call you right back. About an hour goes by, and Jeff, let me get back to you on that. I printed it out actually this week. So anyway, I call him and we're talking about upstate New York, things to do in September. I was like, hey, if you get a chance, come up. Balloon Festival, Bigfoot Festival. That's something I wanted to talk to you guys about too. And he said, I got a couple of my hunts typed out. I'd like to send them to you. And I'm like, let's do a show for everyone. They miss you. They want to hear from you. They want to know that you're still with us. Okay. And while I was on the phone with him, he has a nurse living with him, I believe. And Janie, thank you so much. God bless you, dear. I love you, Janie. And how's your nephew? And so the nurse said, here's your medicine, right? Boom. Interview day, nothing. Not a call, not nothing. He said, I had to go to the hospital. I've been checking on him with texts. He's not doing well. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even going to make any promises or talk about it. I'm just going to be like, if I ever can get him to come back or whatever, I'm not even going to mention it. I'm just going to push it and share it with y'all right there. That's good, Jane. I'm glad he is. That's so really quick. Hey, Busy. So I want to ask you, Pups, how are you? When are you coming out with? JD, when I go up to Tom where this Monday. So, and I can go into the so Bigfoot Upstate New York Festival is happened in Whitehall, New York. I don't know if a lot of you guys know. Whitehall is a notorious Bigfoot encounter happened back in the 70s. A couple sheriffs, a couple state troopers, Vermont and New York all saw this creature. I'm thinking about going, and would you guys be interested in going along with me? I was thinking about possibly either doing a live stream from the Bigfoot Fest or just having it. I will, Joni. I will. Yeah, so I'd like to do it live, but if I can't, what I'll do is I'll record it all, or maybe go live for a little bit. I'm hoping to make some connections there, and meet some people and have them come on the show and share. Maybe I can do some interviews from there. That would be pretty awesome. Quinn, I'm not cutting in on my part. I know my internet connection is solid right now, so it may be on your side, brother. Caden, I'd have to say the caveman. What's up, two-way? How are you? Hey, Tracy. Farmers of Death. Jesus. Oh, man. What a lovely... we talked about that name last week. That was just... The name is beautiful. Craig, that would be awesome. I'm really thinking about just doing a live, even if it's only for like a half an hour. You know what I mean? I think it'd be fun. Just so you guys can see, upstate New York for what it really is. It's a really beautiful area. I got plenty of sound. You guys, Monty, it's on your end, brother. It's not on my end. So that's what we'll do. It'll be the 30th of September, which ironically enough is going to be another Saturday. Holy shit. So I'll go up to the Bigfoot Fest. I'll do a live from up there in the daytime. Then I'll come home and we'll do our live. So there'll be a bunch of other Bigfoot Fests or a bunch of lives that day. Yeah, Monty, I don't know what's going on your end, brother, but it's not on my end. All right. It's my connection's loud and clear. I can't correct anything that's on your end. I wish I could. What's up, Mothman? How are you? Milton Pope. Milton, no, it's not on my end. All right, Monty. Tigger is lying on the new bed. I had a mattress that I bought when I got Isabel, when I got custody of Belle. Kelly, it's honestly, it's not on my end. I've got people saying they're crystal clear and others saying it's not. It's not on my end. I've got 100% Wi-Fi connection right now. Actually, I'm connected by the wire. I'm not Wi-Fiing, so it's not on me. I apologize. Um, so anyway, when I got custody of Belle, I had a brand new bed, and I gave it to her because I didn't have anything. And I bought like this $100 mattress that was like that thick, and I've been sleeping like asshole for the last year, and I put like a mattress topper on it. So today I went to Lowe's and they had those Serta 10-inch mattresses that are in a box like this big. And I opened that sucker up and it nearly killed me. But yeah, it's comfortable. So that's where Tigger is. Tigger will probably make his appearance later on tonight, though. I got some awesome encounters. And anyway, I'm thinking about getting rid of Spectrum and going with Elon Musk's connection there. Yeah, maybe do a live episode until the original White House story of the big encounter I had up there. Yeah, Craig, it would be awesome. It would be real awesome. What's up, George? How are you? Hey, Rhonda, how are you? All right, Johnny Wad, Nikola Tesla, how are you? Matt at Spectrum missed a lot of college football today. Yeah, Spectrum really sucks ass, and they charge you so like they don't care. I'm like, hey, I have to have connections here. My people want to see me. I'm just kidding. No, Truth Quest. This mattress is awesome. It's a Serta, and it's 12 inches, like 12 inches thick. It's so awesome. Jeff, have you noticed a steep drop off in reptilian encounters? Yes, I have, Quinn. Yes, I have. Spilling tea. How are you? All right, here we go. I moved to Linden, Tennessee, Perry County, a year ago with my kids. A widow just trying to live off the grid on a homestead. We would hear howls, knocks, and such, but thought nothing of it. The locals refused to come to our little homestead. Eventually, we did find someone who would deliver hay, but only in daylight hours. Occasionally, we would see a white blur or have a heavy rock land our way, but nothing serious. However, a new neighbor moved in about 20 acres down from us. This neighbor is having horrendous events happen on their property: dead animals, damaged property, and such. They have come to us and asked us to check it out. I have and cannot explain what is terrorizing them. However, they do drink and smoke a lot, so I chopped it up at that. My son mentioned it to a local man he works with. The man turned and looked straight into his eyes and said, "It's the Cherokee Devil." I had to look that one up. We just kind of blew it off until spring hit this year. We were walking the creek on the property and decided to split up and find where the creek was fed off of. My 22-year-old son begins to wave and say, "Hey, wait up for me." I look and realize he is not facing towards me. I look and swear I see what looks like a whitish, grayish Bigfoot turn and head toward my son. I yell to my son, "Hey, I'm over here and that's not me." My son books it to me because I have the gun and I'm mama. The thing looks at me and stares. I tell it, "Leave us alone and we'll leave you alone. I have no issues with you, just with people. I don't want people coming here trying to hurt it because it has never touched any of my animals. If any of our animals pass away due to weather or such, we throw the carcasses to where we know where it sleeps. I'm just curious if anyone has heard of this creature." Update. It's crazy. I've spoken with a local here, and they seemed surprised that it has left me alone. The gravel haulers have what's called a churn pit here. Apparently, this devil has busted up their equipment and damaged dump trucks to the point where they've had to replace several of them. They've placed traps and security and have not caught it yet, and I hope they don't. I noticed that it starts up when I start dynamiting the ridge. Sorry, but I'm rooting for the Cherokee Devil. According to Cherokee folklore, the Sol Kalu, or slant-eyed or sloping giant, also known as the Cherokee Devil, is a legendary figure of Cherokee mythology who plays a role of the great lord of the game, or master of the hunt, and as such is frequently invoked in hunting rituals and rites. Yeah, Mr. Rollins. I'm going to be doing a live stream from the Dogman or the Bigfoot Fest up here on the 30th. Let me see if I missed anyone. Dude from Texas, how are you? Brown Snake, Nez Lover, what's going on? Yo, no. Hey, Pamela. Yeah, John W. I've Cowboy, how are you, brother? I've been trying to get there. I wanted to go last year, but me and Isabel went to the Conjuring House instead. So I'm looking forward to this. The Mothman associated with owl-like screeches, possibly. I don't really know what they have associated with them, but I know Robert has something important to say, I think. Robert, what's up, brother? Could you repeat it for me? No cap. I like the new Walter White avatar there you got going, brother. David. Hardath, how are you? A little better, my friend. A little better. Daniel Rodriguez, how are you? I believe I just answered Daniel, though. Didn't I? No? Someone asked me. Yeah, Daniel, I answered you about the Mothman. Nino, you sexy MFer. How are you, brother? Rockin' Reef Sully. Hey, MS. Dude, is anybody excited about the new Nun movie? I drank a lot of tea today, so I got rid of a lot of the phlegm that was in my throat, and I do feel a little better. I got to figure out what to do about my nostrils, though. I got the big German nose, so it's kind of hard to. Jeff, can you call Robert and put him on speakerphone? Not really right now. Not tonight. I don't know what. I didn't even see anything that he said. Maybe. Mucinex. Robert. Robert, send me an email, will you, buddy? I don't have his number, so I can't call him, and I don't want him to put his number on the live stream. It's not a pen. It's a jewel, farmer. How was that last voyage of the Demeter? Good? The neti pot. Yeah, I thought about doing that. Robert, here's what happened to me last night. Pick up my wife from the hospital. No one was on the street except for me. National Guard. I was pulled over. Neti pot's work. Now, Robert, if you guys don't know, if some of you guys don't know, Robert Sharp is or was friends with a Dogman. He raised the Dogman. Yeah, Demeter wasn't bad. I'm excited about the Vicks Vapor Rub. I think I'm allergic to Vicks because I break out when I smell it. I don't know, Mark, but you know what? I did get a crazy text from someone that showed me 3 helicopters, the large ones that were going by. Yeah, Daniel, those days are over, my friend. Sauna, yeah, maybe. You know, I haven't seen Thunderbolt in a long time either. Damn. Caden said Lightning Bolt, and I've been missing Thunderbolt. Chinooks. Thank you, Randall. Thank you. By the cops, they told me to get off the street when I got my wife now. There's no EBS telling anyone to get off the street. Something's going on. Robert, I'm going to send you an email a little later on tonight and talk to you when we get done with the live stream, brother. Daniel, 7 years, brother. 7 years. All right. Thanks, Robert. I got to do your devil dog experience very soon, too. I got to get Janie back on here, too, to share her experience. Yes, I will drive from. George, are you talking to me? There's plenty of camping up here. It might take him a little while spilling tea, but when he does, I will. I think that we are. I think the military, and I'm not saying the military. I think the government is up to some shady shit as of late. I think there's something that's going to happen real soon. Here, really quick. A subscriber emailed me today, and he insisted that I tell you this. Guys, start stocking up on food, water, ammo, weaponry, face masks, anything that can protect yourself, and stock up for at least a year on some stuff. Canned goods, grits, anything that can sustain you, because something is going on. And a gentleman reached out and said, please share this and get people. Dude, Texas, Hawaii, Hawaii. I've never had a Dogman encounter out of Hawaii. Dude from Texas. My dad, here's the thing. My dad got his lotion today, his ketamine lotion, and he's going to try that real quick and see what's going on. The doctor wants him to put this cream or compound on his leg before they do another surgery, which makes no sense because, and I said, Dad, you got to get a second opinion. You can't trust this guy. Like, you're putting your faith totally in one person. I said, get a second opinion, but you know how old people are. No, my dad's not in the hospital. He's been out of the hospital for about 3 weeks. The Special K, but it's an ointment. My dad has had a lot of blood clots in his leg and has had major vascular surgeries for the last 2 years. A shitload of them, actually. What's up, Chris? How are you? Yeah, he is. George, I love you too, brother. I love you too. George is not being creepy or weird. Definitely not an owner of a white van, but he loves us all. I'm just teasing, brother. I am just teasing. If people want to know how to can, including meat, let me know. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate that. I really do. All right. Let's jump into a couple more encounters and then we'll just shoot the shit for a little bit. I got a bunch of encounters. So what I'll do is I'll give you guys a choice. Crawler. I've got feral human. Hang on before you put anything down yet. So crawler, feral human, Dogman, Bigfoot, or strange experience out of Maryland. So crawler, Bigfoot, Dogman, feral human, or strange. I personally like a little bit of strange sometimes. I'm just teasing. All right, it looks like Dogman has got it, and then Crawler. So what we'll do is we'll hit Dogman, Crawler, Feral, and then a little bit of Strange. Just a little strange, Andy. Every once in a while, you need it to keep regular. Dude, do you guys I got a new vinyl today, really quick before we get into it. Aaron Lewis, do any of y'all listen to him? The lead singer of Stained. He's got a country, he does country, but it's pretty awesome. It just came out 2 days ago, and he's from up here. Hey Tyler, how are you? He's from Rutland, Vermont, which is like a little ways away, not far, 40 minutes away. Back in the day, I smoked a jibby with him with some friends. That's awesome, Tyler. Yeah, the Rich Man North of Richmond. That's a great song. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Bronze Snake. He was Anthony Oliver was just on Joe Rogan. Real good interview. And it's funny as shit too. Funny as shit. Yeah, good one, right? All right, here we go. Dogman. Heads up my ass. Okay, this happened in Devon, United Kingdom. I was walking down the road one dark, cloudy morning on my way to work when I just happened to turn and look around behind me. On the other side of the road, I saw a huge, strange looking dog. It was completely devoid of hair and was like any other breed I had ever seen before. Luckily, it hadn't noticed my presence. As I was standing on the other side of the street halfway down the road, I quickly walked off at speed, as I really didn't fancy being a cryptid chew toy for this unusually looking large canine. I found it rather odd that the dog was just roaming around the neighborhood all alone like that, especially at this time in the morning. When I got further down the road, I looked back to make sure it was not following me, and I breathed a sigh of relief as there was no sign of it, so I continued walking. As I rounded the corner to Jetty Marsh Road, I was completely shocked to see the same dog a bit further down the road straight ahead of me and immediately stopped dead in my tracks. I was very confused of how this unusual looking canine had managed to get ahead of me like that. The dog turned its head and looked straight at me, and I could now see that it had glowing red eyes. It then menacingly growled, and I thought, oh shit. I was really terrified by the sight of this rabid looking creature, and I slowly began to back up while keeping my eyes completely transfixed upon it. Suddenly, the creature began slowly to dissolve before it just turned into a large puff of smoke. I stood there with my mouth agape. What on earth had I just witnessed? I was left scratching my head, trying to understand what I had seen. I then cautiously carried on walking toward the area where it had been present only only moments before. When I hesitantly when I hesitantly got up to the exact spot, I saw clawed paw prints in the dirt, which gave me an icy cold shiver which ran directly down my spine. My attention was then immediately drawn towards a small tree that had began to shake violently back and forth, as though something invisible was shaking it with real force in order to try and scare me away. Well, needless to say, it succeeded in doing so. I instantly ran down the road as fast as I could and just kept running until I had safely reached my place of work, which is out in King Station. I normally don't get scared that easy, but this particular morning was very terrifying. I stopped walking into work for a while after this, and I would instead take a cab or get a lift to work. Years after this event, I am still not entirely sure exactly what I witnessed that strange morning. But I know one thing for sure: I never want to experience anything like that again. This strange event took place one cold winter morning at Newton Abbot, Devonshire, England. What's up, D? How are you? All right, Robert, cool. Thank you. I'll read that in 1 second because I promised that I would read Robert's email, and I stick to my word. Mindy, you're absolutely right. The big C has been around, and it's not good. What's up, AL? How are you? Oh. Where's my phone? Here it is. Robert's email. Are y'all ready? All right. Robert Sharp. Here we go. Thanks, D. I appreciate that. I really do. All right. This is from Robert Sharp, the former best friend, I'm not going to say owner, of Rascal, who is in the live stream with us. Jeff, last night at 7 p.m. when I got off of work, I was going to pick up my wife from the hospital. No one was on the street whatsoever. I mean, no one except me. The police and, strangely, the National Guard They were all over Podak. There was no notice or anything on TV, radio, or internet. When they saw me, I was immediately pulled over and they asked where the hell I was going. They seemed really pissed off, and I don't know why. I told them I was going to pick up my wife at the hospital. They said to me, hurry up and get off the street. When I got to the hospital, for some strange reason, was kicking everyone out. So I got my wife home, locked everything down, and went to the grocery. Then I went grocery shopping this morning, and everyone was acting skittish, and I don't know why. So we'll have to figure out why in a little bit. Paducah, that's right. I've said it like 100 times when I narrated his stuff, but no cat bussin'. Have a great night, my friend. I'm glad you showed up. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. All right. Crawler time. We'll get to the strange in a little bit, Mr. Rollins. Get to the strange just shortly. Yes, everyone be careful out there. That was the old, remember that TV show Hill Street Blues? Be careful out there. My family and friends were up in the Sierras outside of Yosemite when 2 pale crawler humanoids approached us around midnight. There were 5 tents with people inside. My son was with me. I yelled out for everyone to start praying. The moment these 2 pale crawler humanoids started their banshee blather at top volume, they never got closer than 50 feet and usually only stuck around 3 nights in a row for about a half an hour. No problems otherwise. Also, we talked about it over coffee the next morning. None of us ever felt any fear and we stayed calm and relaxed. And we all knew exactly what these things did in 2015. He gives you the confidence you need, and there is no sweat with these creatures. You have power over them with the blood of the Lamb. Okay. I said this the other night, and everyone knows that I believe in Christ our Savior. But you can't rely just on prayer alone when you're in the woods. There is some very deadly things. Is there a crawler map Lake Dark Waters had? No, Farmers of Death, not yet. You can rely on both. I believe that you should have both. You should have the Lord on one hand, right here with you at all times, and carry some heat, because when I was I got really pissed off about 2 months ago when I saw this woman saying that you need to say a prayer before you go in the woods and nothing will happen to you. Nothing will hurt you. Okay? And she stated that she was this seer, this sightseer, whatever. And I'm not downing people that have powers of medium, but I really doubt this lady did. But she said, just pray and they won't hurt you. They won't hurt you. Now, that, my friend, is not true. Because, like I said in the upload the other day, what if it isn't one of the demonic like things that we've heard about. But what if it's an actual physical presence? You know? Or what if you run into a fucking bear? You know, prayer isn't going to stop a bear. The good Lord will not stop a bear. The good Lord's going to say, you are food for the bear. So please, please have prayer, but have a firearm. What's up, James? How are you? Exactly, Michael O'Neill. You're right, Andy. The only thing that a grizzly bear is going to say is as he's eating your intestines out your asshole, is going to look up and say, "Thank God I have dinner." You know, when I was up where Mezek disappeared, whatever was there that day, not the day that I caught it running across, but whatever was there and smashed that tree, that was a physical presence. And I don't believe that the Lord would have saved my ass that day. I know I prayed when I got to my car. I prayed immediately when I got to my car. But Tony Jones, I wish we could have grenades. That'd be so great. I saw something too, Janie. Hey, Donna, how are you? Just popping in. Well, thank you for joining us. All right. Couple of other flamethrower. Yes, you could pick a flamethrower up for like $600. Hey, Jeff, just like North Americans do, I also have the habit of generalizing America. I talk here regular channel directly from America, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Well, thank you, ACA. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Ral, you didn't miss much, my friend. You didn't miss much. Thank you for being with us. Hey, Nicole. I'm doing well. My girls are doing well. Thank you for asking. Belle is actually sleeping right outside on her daybed, because if I do a live stream and she gets tired, she won't fall asleep in her room. She'll have to sleep outside of the studio, so she knows she's safe. Clayton, very rarely, my friend, very rarely. Revolver or auto pistol? Todd, there's people out there that'll probably, say I'm full of shit, but I really honestly don't have a preference. I mean, a revolver, I think a revolver would be best because you're not going to have to worry about a jam. But I think bullet placement, I think shot placement, and the type of round that you use. Fort Scott Munitions, TUI, Tumble Upon Impact. I should be sponsored by this company. I have the utmost faith in. They have, with a 9mm rifle, killed a black bear with one shot. They've killed a wild hog with one shot. And if anyone knows about wild hog, their skin is about as thick gets. And they also, with a pistol, penetrated 2A body armor. So I honestly, if you guys can get it, get a call. And it's not just 9mm. They have 45 ACP. 556, 223, whatever. They have it. 357. Check them out. Fort Scott Munitions. And it's probably the greatest round I've ever seen. I would stake my life on it. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't trust another round. Hey, I'm Jay Bates. How are you? Hey, Steven. All right, here we go. It is my hope to find those who have had similar experiences, especially in the region of the Sierra Nevada mountains on the border of California and Nevada. I'm in the world of broadcasting. My eyes are the greatest tool for accuracy and detail. I'm an accomplished visual artist, and I have studied the movement of animals closely since I was very young. I also have been coming to the same camping area for over 40 years, so scouting fish and other wilderness wildlife is second nature to me. That is to say, I have exceptional eyesight, and I feel I am a better witness to the event than most others. Not only because of my keen eyesight, but I also have the ability to keep calm under extraordinary situations. Well, he's awful full of himself, wouldn't you think? But having said that, in this instant, I have a fellow eyewitness. My wife of 13 years is the most skeptical person I know. She would never have believed my experience if she was not there and in the passenger seat right beside me. I don't know how to categorize the creature I saw that night. What I saw was very humanoid, and that's what's so disturbing. The location, which Bridgeport, California, at Twin Lakes Resorts. This is a remote fishing lodge high in the Sierra Nevada mountain. The resort sits in a valley of about 7,000 feet and in the shadow of the mighty Sawtooth Ridge, a beautiful secluded spot with no cell service and tons of wildlife. The date would have been just around Labor Day of 2014 at approximately 5:30 a.m. We had just finished loading gear for a fishing trip and we're heading to the creek. The creek campground is about a quarter of a mile from the lake cabin. I've taken this short trip literally hundreds of times, and it is always active with nocturnal wildlife. So we are always on high alert for regulars like mule deer, black bear, jackrabbit, and even rattlesnakes. On this morning, it was a little foggy and still dark. The high mountain ranges keep that valley dark from dusk till dawn. I had just passed a small trailer campground as we saw something crossing the road coming in our direction. Maybe less than 50 yards away, it looked very light and very close to the ground. It was the size of a large goat, but moved very oddly. I thought goat because quickly I remembered there were sheep herders on the other side of the mountain, but I hadn't seen them in maybe 30 years. I needed a second to figure out what exactly I was seeing, so I asked my wife, "What is that?" pointing at the thing running in our direction, that the likes of which I know I had never seen before. I was mostly confused because its limbs were not bending or moving in the right way that a deer, bear, rabbit, or cat would move. My wife could only say slowly, because of disbelief, "What the hell?" Now, when the lights came across the creature, it was crossing the road, and we got the feeling that we were totally surprised. As I turned my high beams, it seemed to get very irritated as it turned its long human-like neck towards us and almost shook its head as to give us a glare and started to double time along the road in our direction. We were getting closer, but instead of being able to move, or instead of a more positive ID, the creature, I was only more confused, mostly because this thing's legs were not broken. It was running on them like that, lean, long limbs, but it was crawling, creeping, and possibly low to the ground. Its torso is no more than 5 inches from the ground. yet it was moving at a strangely incredible pace. I wondered at first, in such a long limbs, why so low, and not running on the bottom of its hooves or paws? How could it run so fast? The order of the feet landing was completely wrong as well. And if it was really trying to retreat quickly, it was not bounding or bouncing or swaying side to side. Its limbs moved in unison like a crab or spider. It appeared to me to be a puppet being moving by a marionette. Very bizarre. Maybe because I was so puzzled and troubled that I could not classify the animal, it kept me from flipping out as it was getting closer and I could see its facial features. I should describe the features that I saw clearly and up close. As I mentioned, human-like torso, about 4 feet long, no tail, human-like haunches. As we passed it, I saw that it was not shaved at all. It was hairless and had pale skin. Its limbs long, thin, very defined muscle, sinewy. Although it was crawling close to the ground, it had large, human ape-like shoulders. I've only seen such shoulders on upright walking animals. It seemed to be running on its front knuckles or claws. Imagine a sloth. The neck was thin and long, holding a forward-gazing predator head. The skull had features closer to a human/ape than any canine, cat, rodent. The skull seemed to have a heavy protruding eye ridge with a flat curve leading to the nasal cavity. Then, even stranger, a mouth. There was no long snout. This was tight-lipped, human-like mouth with a large chin that almost seemed to grin. But somehow I knew that it was not a friendly grin. It was almost evil. But how would an animal have an evil grin, right? If that wasn't enough to freak us out, then came the eyes. So at first sight, my headlight lit this weird thing up. As with all nocturnal animals, the first noticeable thing is always the reflection of its eyes in the car light. Like all the rest of the many animals I had seen on this tiny stretch of road, their cover is blown instantly. Well, not the case this time. And of all the troubling things I had observed, this probably was the most unexplainable. I was driving right into it, and I could see its eyebrow ridge. I saw deep eye sockets, but no shiny, large, or tiny eyes, just sockets. As I was sure to peer deep into whatever this was, eyes as we came within 15 feet. Well, when the moment of truth came, my wife and I were horrified when all we saw was deep red eye sockets. Like the thing had no eyes or there was a red membrane over them. Well, I just about drove off the road and needed to track this thing down, but something told me I was better off just watching it run in the cloud of dust. The friggin' thing turned its head to look at us, grinning with these red eye sockets, and it just zips away, never breaking that creepy crawl. That's my sighting. I have never heard or saw this thing again. And I have no idea what it could have been. Nothing adds up. I really feel I was not supposed to see this thing. People like to say maybe it was an experiment gone wrong, a mutated, deformed animal, something sick or dying. It was strong, aware, fast, and would kick ass of whatever would mess with it. So if there were ever a real cryptid, this would have been it. My view on this would be a creature possibly that fell out of a portal. What do you guys think? Not a Wendigo. No. Another dimension. Yeah, a Wendigo is the creature the Wendigo got got really frigged over by Reddit and creepypasta in movies. It's not what people think. Big John could be a chimera. Yes, yes. There is dumbs near that way. You're very right. You're very right. Wendigo is I'm part Native American, and I have family that live on the reservation in upstate New York, Hogansburg, the Aquasachie Reservation. And I saw a beautiful painting at the museum there of a Wendigo, and it was cut into 3 sections. There was this mist, this demonic like mist, this emaciated human, and this very strange looking creature. And that's what the First Nation believed that they look like. What's up, Spirit Level 333? Yes, yes. Big John, it is a spiritual being, hence the mist-like thing. But the emaciated human is from that explains the starvation. And then that human partakes in cannibalizing of a loved one, and then boom, Mohawk. But I really think that thing, to me, sounds like a portal. You know, it just seems like maybe the some bitchin' thing came out of a portal. The Rake is a creepy pasta written by a man named Tobias Wade. And we call them crawlers because yes, maybe a crawler. That's why I shared it in the crawler section. But yeah, the Rake is a creepy pasta, and some creepy pasta writers really wrote some really believable shit, which is crazy. A lot of shit has happened. You're absolutely right, farmers. Hey, Dale, how are you, brother? I think I said hi to you today. Maybe not. That's cool, Steven. One of my parents' cages. Hey, Donna, how are you? D, I don't think you'd be able to Google something like that, to be honest with you. They would really hide that from us. Whatever's going on in Robert's location, to be honest with you. Puck wedgie, maybe less pool. Hey, Adam Hernandez, how are you, my friend? Yeah, Donna, you're not late. You're here, right? Oh, I'm praying for you in your pain, dear. I am. Daniel, I have real the real equipment. I don't know if you saw the video that I did when I went to the Conjuring house. I have real spirit boxes and stuff like that. I've done a ghost hunt in my house quite a few times and caught some crazy shit. Oh, okay. Okay, D. Well, the Wendigo, the Google shit that you're gonna find is Reddit, TV stuff, you'd have to go onto like a First Nation website, and there are First Nation websites to actually look. You just have to know where to find them and really dig deep, because they hide that crap from us. They don't want us to know certain things. Yeah, AOS. Facebook is a bad thing. That's why I don't use Facebook. It's really censored. Big John, no, I don't. My own opinion, I don't think they are. That's just my own opinion. I sent you an email on the name you say. Joe Bird, Ye Nadalushi, the Skinwalker. Is that what you sent me an email on? Rafe Beaver, that's some beautiful words of wisdom right there. Do not take anything at face value. Whoa, you know what's crazy? Have you guys seen this TV show? It's an older TV show, but it's called The Plot Against America. Okay. The Plot Against America is a TV show that it was written. It's an awesome TV show. It's on HBO, and if you got a chance to watch it, do so, because hang on one second. I'm trying to look something up. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. So The Plot Against America is a TV show on HBO. It's 6 episodes, and it's an alternate world. Yes, Winona Ryder's in it. It's an alternate world of World War II. And it's if FDR didn't become president, right? And Lindbergh became president. And we didn't enter into World War II. And I usually don't watch shows like this, but it was really an amazing show. It's only 6 episodes. If you guys get a chance to watch it, because it's friggin' awesome. It really is awesome. And then Lindbergh actually becomes like America is buddies with Hitler. And it's fucking crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, Rob Salazar, it is amazing. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Yes, Lindbergh in the show was against World War II, but it was just, oh man, just I can't explain how good it was, but it was friggin' awesome. If you get a chance to and you want to like just kind of get away from reality or whatever, it's really cool. Rockin' steady. There are a lot of Jeffs. All right. Want a little strange? Anybody up for a little strange? Don't smell your finger. Did I just say that fucking out loud? There is a book. Oh, my book? I've been sick, Bart. I have not been able to do anything. You know how hard it is to do this channel, 3 videos a day, and write a book and take care of 2 kids? I do not have breaks in my day, ever. I hope to get it out soon. Strange. Yes, Andy. Here we go. Little bit of strange. All I can say is my encounter happened. It was real, and it's one of my favorite experiences. I was staying with my girlfriend while I was in college. She lived just north of Solomon's Island in southern Maryland. On a small note, she lived at the top of a ravine in the middle of the woods. She didn't have neighbors. Donna Jarvie, thank you so much, dear. She didn't have neighbors for about a half a mile in each direction. It was late on a Saturday at the beginning of summer. I say late, but it was really early, probably 2, 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go outside and sit on the deck, reading and listening to music. It was really nice out, so I figured, hey, why not? Her porch/patio was big and had the outside light that shined about 30 feet to the edge of the woods, where it stopped, and the night took over. As I sat and enjoyed my book and music, I began to notice something. You know, when you have your headphones on and you can still hear that external sound? Well, I kept hearing a rustling. It sounded like leaves rustling, but every time I hit pause and looked, the sound would stop. This went on for maybe 5 or 6 times till I had enough. I knew I had heard it. I was not crazy, so I paused the music, and as soon as I did, I heard the rustling. I shot up and looked at its origin. Still nothing in sight, but the sound remained. I expected to see a squirrel or rabbit scurrying around, but nothing, and the longer I listened, I realized that this was not the only thing nearby. There were 3, all 3 moving in unison and beyond the light's reach. Again, at first, I figured squirrel, rabbit, heck, maybe even a raccoon, given the hour. But the next part is what changed my whole perspective. Joe Michaela, thank you so much. Thank you. I expected to see my whole perspective. As I stood there staring into the abyss, trying to find the origin of the mild ruckus, an acorn flew past my head. At first, I thought, oh, I felt it. Nope. They were being thrown in the darkness. My mind is racing. Oh my God, Bigfoot. That is all I could think of. So I started to pick up the acorns and throw them back, trying to escalate the situation, and hoping to catch a glimpse. After 5 minutes, I grew tired of the game and I wanted to test the boundaries. I started walking off the porch with a golf club in my hand from my girlfriend's brother's set and headed to the woods. Now, most people who spend any amount of time in the woods will tell you that there's always sound in the woods. This time there was nothing, not a freaking sound. It truly was a deafening silence. No crickets, no breeze, no bugs, zero zip, nada. The only time this happens is when there's a predator around. I am an experienced hunter and I know everything that could be in these woods. Nothing would make that quiet. A feeling of dread washed over me when all sound left. It was like those moments when time slowed down before an accident. But I pushed on because I had come this far. No time to chicken out. I started to move closer to the front of the house, walking up the lane when I was altered to one of the weirdest roars I had ever heard. Fox will make a sound that resembles a woman screaming. This thing was otherworldly. It sounded like a mixture of a human scream coupled with that of a silverback gorilla's roar. Nothing makes that sound. Every hair on my body stood on end. I had never in my life heard something so grotesque or inhuman. The worst part was that it was 30 yards away. I am sure it was watching my every move. So, without turning my back to the woods, I slowly crept back to the house, locking the door behind me. I tried to tell my girlfriend, but she thought I was just high. It was real, it happened, and I do not know what it was. Donna and Joe, thank you so much. I wanted to thank you guys again because I was in the middle of reading, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know. Bigfoot, why the fuck would you want to escalate a fucking acorn throwing contest with a Bigfoot? How dumb is that? Hey, Sandhoff, how are you? Thank you, Aaron Olson. I'm glad you're here with us. Soldier Justice, what's up, brother? How are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm doing well, Sam. How are you? Every time I see RC's name, I think RC car. Is that why you call RC? Or is that your name? Hot tea. I drink so much hot tea, I probably piss hot tea. Good night, Tanya. Thank you for joining us.